Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here today for you guys another video of Black Clover Mobile. Inside of this video, guys, you can see we are on JP and we are going to be going over the man himself, which is Julius. Now I know a lot of you guys on my poll actually ended up wanting to see that here. I ended up putting that up, I want to say earlier this morning, and a ton of you guys ended up actually voting and responding on what you want to see next, which I was very grateful with. Wasn't expecting a lot of you to do so. But it looked like a lot of you guys wanted this Julius video here, and so we're gonna end up doing that. So of course you already get the gist. We're gonna be going over the best gear sets and things of that nature here. After of course that we do our Julius video, we're actually gonna be doing a different video later on, which is going to pertain to the SR unit builds video here. So we're going to be doing something like that fairly soon, so look forward to that as well. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it, and enough talking. But Julius himself here is absolutely amazing. He's a unit that is literally going to take everything by storm. This is my first JP profile here, and this was back of course when I ended up quitting during season 3, but with more knowledge that I've gained over playing JPKR, CA, and Global, of course, this man is absolutely a menace here. He does a little bit of everything here, and we're just going to be going through each skill to let you guys pretty much know exactly what happens. This absolute PvP/PvE monster utterly shakes a lot of fear into a lot of people's boots here, and we're going to immediately start with looking at his at least skill overview here. His skills that he can pretty much do, starting off at least with his skill 1, is actually called Accelerating Bullet here, which he's able to decrease stamina by 5% here as well, while also able to increase, if he actually hits a critical hit, and increase his stamina by 5% to all allies as well, which is actually kind of terrifying to say the least. Alongside, of course, he does have his skill 2, which is actually called Distorted Time here, which allows him to actually inflict a 50% chance to inflict time stop on an enemy, while also granting himself increased speed from level 3 for 1 whole turn. It's actually kind of a little bit of annoyance, because what time stop pretty much does, it's kind of like silence, where a now person can no longer use their skill 2. This is kind of annoying to deal with, so it's definitely really good to at least have on your side here, and can really pressure the enemy quite a lot here. Now, as well, he also has his ultimate, which is called Chronostasis here, which actually is a single target attack here that ends up stunning the enemy, decreasing their stamina, as well as giving him something called extra turn here, and which allows him, of course, to go as usual again. This is something that, of course, what's it called, Asta has, but instead of it being like a certain percentage that he will be able to at least get this extra turn, no, if he kills an enemy with his ultimate, which most likely he will be killing with the ultimate itself, he gets an extra turn, which can be a very deadly combo. He also has, of course, his combined attack here, which by doing this, he gets himself a buff, which is 30% of the increased damage, as well as decreases the enemy's stamina. Now that we went over, of course, all of his moves here, I'm going to go off the priorities that I would definitely like to say, which actually is kind of difficult to immediately state here. But seeing that you're going to be using this character very quickly, and mainly to get rid of a character off the screen, getting his ultimate up first is actually a very good idea. Main reason is because for getting it to level 2, you actually decrease the enemy's stamina by 5%, which is very nice, keeping them away from the plate here, as well as on your 4%, or at least your level 4, you get a 5% increase, decreased stamina as well. But for the level 3 and the level 4, you actually get 20% for both magic attack and attack itself, giving you a whopping 40% on the level 3 and another whopping 40% on the level 5. Very scary, at least to be on the opposite end of that, and can really cause some major damage. Now, of course, if this is maxed out, you're going to be doing a ton of damage, most likely in that easy kill and getting that extra turn that you very need. Secondary priority would definitely be the skill 2, seeing of course you can get yourself increased speed, and it seals of course a person's ultimate, so or at least a person's skill 2. That will help you quite a lot. If you do have the skill page, which a lot of you guys really want to get that as well. It actually will give you decreased stamina, or at least a 60% chance to decrease enemy stamina on this AoE here, in which is a 10% chance, or at least a 10% decrease, instead of being just like anything less. 10% decrease to stamina while also activating with a 60% chance. Absolutely amazing. Stacks up a lot of damage as well for magic attack and attack. Lastly, I would definitely say, of course, go for the single target. The single target is not bad whatsoever. It does a decent bit of damage as well. So, of course, if you max that out, nothing's too much of a problem. Then, as usual, go ahead and go for the combine. You probably won't be using this. Only reason that I would say get this up is only if you want that extra CC. All right. So now that we've went over, of course, his actual set here, or at least his skills, priorities, and things like that, let's talk about this character's major thing, which is his Grimoire here. Best Grimoires for this character can be anything that says all attack, of course. So the darkness one here, the darkness page, is absolutely amazing for this here, seeing that it gives you 10% of all attack, and that's actually amazing here. Cards that are for fauna are good as well. You could even use some SR cards such as this book here, which actually gives you a decent thing here. You get yourself 7% all the way up to 12% of increased damage, which is very much so nice to have. And so that's also really good if you wanted to use the SR card. But mainly you're going to be trying your hardest to get any card that has that increased damage, which will furtherly help you out quite a lot here. Best page though, without a doubt, is definitely going to be his own page. Not only are you getting that nice level 2 upgrade, but also getting that amazing all attack here, which can actually range at level 3 it's at 17%, but it can actually go all the way up to, I think, a whopping 25%. So this is something crazy that you definitely want to get your hands on and try to dupe out immediately, seeing at it really does help you out quite a lot. All right, so now that we went over his stuff and things pertaining to at least his priority and his at least his Grimoire, you want to go ahead and check out the gear. Now, I don't have my gear on him currently, but what you want to go ahead and actually run this man with is actually attack, speed, and I would like to say crit damage. Now, it would be something kind of like this here, but of course, all magic attack, no actual physical attack here. But the set would look something like that, of course, being in that same way. Now, the main reason that you're going to be doing this is only because he is a magic attacker, so having this type of stuff on, this is actually kind of, I guess you could say, is a little bit of a better representation, seeing that at least it's magic attack on it in general here, in which you would have this 2 set effects being attack here. This would be a regular attack as well. Then, of course, you would have your 2 speeds, and then the last one would be crit damage here, monopolizing off his already higher crit damage, and then you would definitely aim for some crit rate substats. This will make him deal the absolute most damage as possible. And if you wanted to, you can give him some more crit damage or crit rate with his accessories if you do need it. And it really will help you out quite a lot. Definitely say that's going to be his best set, of course. You could very well use crit rate instead of the crit damage set as well. But I would definitely say, just for being pretty much a nuker for at least one character and then being a nuisance in general, you would definitely want to go ahead and use that crit rate, or at least that crit damage gear. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and talk about the man's dupes here. His dupes are very much so very disgusting, to be honest. They actually help out quite a lot when it comes down to at least things you have. He actually boosts his at least power by 312, going up to at least 1000. This furly keeps going up 317, and then for max duping, you actually get more speed as well. Dupes are kind of crazy. It really does make him do some crazy things. So for having the level 2 here, you actually, when you die, will be revised for 45%. And then, of course, having the full level, he will actually get max revive, full health immediately here. And he just comes back and he's just a huge nuisance. That also helps out with the crit rate as well that you get from here, and the extra speed. So be sure to get that. All right, now that we went over everything here, we're going to go ahead and talk about his talents. Going into the talent side of thing here, I would definitely say his best talent, seeing he is a magic attacker, go ahead and go with the magic attack piece here, being that little symbol. And then the next one is going to be kind of an AoE one here. These two are probably the best to go for. There's a better look at it. just to see exactly what it does. This actually helps you out quite a lot. It's a 7% magic attack, so that will definitely help out his kit. For the middle stone, of course, you could end up going ahead and getting the attack / magic attack stone here. And then what I would like to say for at least the other 2 circles, you will want these first 2, which is damage resistance, and then the, well, damage resistance 10%, and then the SP. And then the next one after, you will go ahead and get this one here being the 20% defense, as well as this one that's PvE related, kind of with the waves. Those are definitely the best choice when it comes down to him, so I would definitely suggest doing that. When it comes to the middle one here, speed is the way to go for a speed stone. And then for the middle one here, just to get you some more CC, I would definitely suggest using a defense stone. All right, so now that we've went over everything when it does come down to this character, it's going to be amazing to see him actually act out inside of at least global here. I want to know how many of you guys are really going to be summoning, so let me know down below in the comment section. Hopefully this video was very much so helpful for you guys, and if it was, hit that like button, and if you're new or returning, hit that subscribe button. It does help me out quite a lot. We're on the road to 1.4K, which I think we're very close to it. So on the road to 1.5, and hopefully we can hit that before the end of the year. So until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay sharp, and stay determined, and peace out.